is the distance. Green flag is out. We're racing here at Sunset. Granner, great start. Run off of turn 2. Takes the lead going to turn 3. Darren Brown, your quick qualifier. And this group's up to third already, starting 6th. Liebig drifts up. Brown moves into second. Sam Marina spun into the infield. Gets it back going. We stay green. Grenner and Brown, who started 5th and 6th respectively, now run 1 and 2. Dahlgren gets a little squirrely getting out of turn 2. Dennis Liebig moves back into 3rd. Grenner racing at this track for the first time is your leader. Halfway through this first heat race, Mike Grenner, who goes by the nickname Spanky, is out front. Brown runs 2nd. Dahlgren has moved back into 3rd over Liebig and Tegan Fisher. Straightaway lead for Grennert, who has the slower car of Goddard in front of him now. Brown's got to try and close in. Passing points on the line for both of these drivers. Open track now for your front runners as Lester Hankins will show them a white flag one more time around. Out of 3, out of 4. Grenner will win over Brown. Dahlgren will take 2nd, and Liebig will just hold off Fisher for 3rd. Mike Spanky Grennert, member of the NorCal Dwarf Car Association, visiting all these tracks up here in Oregon for the first time, for most of them at least. He wins heat race number 1. Psst. Heat race number 2 goes green. Dory to the lead down the back straightaway. Van Ortwijk 2nd over Winter. Winter has already passed a couple of cars. Winters gets pinched up by the wall by Van Ortwijk. Didn't know he was there. Good race for 2nd. Guy Williams out of shape over in turn 2. Collects it. We stay green. Winter looks to the outside. They go 3-1 around Dory. Winter will take the lead. Van Ortwijk goes to 2nd. Sean Dory falls back to 3rd. Cardoza runs 4th. Rogers 5th over Kraus and Williams. Cardoza going after Sean Dory for 3rd. He got the position at the line, but gets up high. Dory moves back to 3rd out of turn 2. Halfway through this time by, Winter is your leader. Great race for 3rd between Cardoza and Dory. Josh Rogers trying to get into the mix there. Dory got the line on the bomb. Cardoza trying to get some momentum on the outside. He's got past him using the outside. Cardoza up to 3rd. Less than 3 laps to go. Ryan Winter trying to pull away from Jake Van Ortwijk. He was your quick qualifier in this group and started 6th. Will more than likely put himself in the redraw for the top 8 here. Should he stay where he is, he's going to see the white flag. One last lap around. One of the best from California, picking up where he left off last night. Ryan Winter will win heat race number 2 over Van Ortwijk. Cardoza, Dory, Rogers, Kraus, and Williams. Racing his Dwarf car in Oregon. Heat race number 3 goes green. John Jones picking up a couple of cars already, looking for a third. Fitzpatrick's going after Broom for the lead here. Jones sailing around the top. He's got a lead, 6 to 1st in the first lap. Sean Jones. Oh, gets up way high. Brune tries to fight back. Brune trying to take the lead back on the inside, but Jones got the momentum. He's got to stay out front. Brune continues to run second. Fitzpatrick by a nose over DeMars. DeMars gets out of shape in the high stuff there. Brinster moved by into fourth, going after Fitzpatrick for third. Jimmy Brinster, this is one of his local tracks here. Fitzpatrick is a first-time visitor. Brinster knows this track very well. Sean Jones getting into the loose stuff again, but well far enough out front. He's holding on to the lead here as Brinster gets around Brune for second. Your 6th and 5th place starters are now running 1-2. Brinster trying to get himself some passing points. Maybe get into the top 8, but Sean Jones from 6th to 1st. Reynolds has spun out, gone to the infield, gets it back going. We stay green with 3 laps to go. Two laps to go. Slower car Reynolds in front of Sean Jones, and Jimmy Brinster, who knows his place very well, is caught up to him. Oh, look out! Reynolds forces Jones up high. Brinster had the lead at the white flag by a nose. Brinster's got to take the lead down the back straightaway. Jones to the outside, trying to make for the pass for the win. He does it. Sean Jones wins over Brinster. Fitzpatrick takes third. DeMars fourth, or Brune fourth. DeMars falls back at the end here, having a problem. Shane Jordan finishes 5th over DeMars, and Dustin Reynolds takes 7th. Heat race number 3 goes green. We've got heat race number 4. Heat 4 goes green. Jonathan Henry battling with Martinez for the lead down the back straightaway. Martinez takes the position here. Henry's gonna try and cross back over. Drag race down the line. Martinez by a nose leads lap number 1. Henry tries to slide him. Martinez crosses back over, has the spot. Meanwhile, behind them, Crispin trying to hold off Jessica Swanson for third. Peters runs 5th over Brian Lee. Oh, Henry gets into the back of Martinez. Those are the last 2 winners of the pocket change race, battling for the lead here. Meanwhile, Swanson gets inside of Crispin. Jessica Swanson takes third going into turn 3. Crispin fights back on the outside, retakes third down the front straightaway. Trying to take the spot back outright in 1 and 2. He does so. Brock Peters battling with Brian Lee for 5th behind them. Oh, and Martinez spins out over in turn 4 to bring out the yellow flag. This week for the Dwarf cars, we go green. Crispin is your leader. Swanson trying to find some way to get around him. Two laps to go this time by. White flag, one more time around. Crispin looking for another heat race win. He's won a bunch of them this year. Whole gaggle of cars racing for third behind him. Crispin trying to hold off Swanson. Crispin will hold on to win heat race number 4. Swanson will take second, Peters third. Jonathan Henry just gets 4th over Brian Lee at the line. Martinez 6th and Robustelli 7th. John Crispin, backup car, no problem. Picks up another heat race victory. Final heat race of the evening for the Dwarf cars. Oh, cars getting together. Around goes Ashley Strain. Yellow flag will come out. We'll have a complete restart, but Strain will have to go to the back. We'll try this again. 8 laps the distance. Cars getting squirrely. Tight quarters here. Wiley trying to hold off Wagner. Wagner having a great first lap here. Bumps Wiley, but Wiley will hold on to the lead over Wagner. Cody Peters and Kerr. Wagner is going to take the lead coming out of turn 2. Be halfway through, 4 down, 4 to go this time by. Wagner is your leader over Wiley, Cody Peters, Tanner Kerr, and Kyle Freilich. Wagner continues to lead. Be 2 laps to go this time by. 1 and 2. Looking a little tricky out there for your leaders, but they are keeping it steady. Lester will show him the white flag one more time around. Tanner Kerr having a problem, falls to the back. Oh, around goes Cody Peters. Goes to the infield, is gonna try and get it back going. Meanwhile, up front, Wagner will hold off Wiley to win heat race number 5. Freilich will take 3rd. Peters will hold off Tanner Kerr for 4th. Visiting this track for the first time. Brian Lee, Sean Dory will lead the way again. Just the top 2 will go on to tonight's feature. Liebig, Rogers, row 2. B main number 1 goes green. Dory gets her off the top of turn 2 to take the lead down the back straightaway over Lee. Rogers right behind Lee, looking for 2nd. Dory leads lap 1. Oh, Lee looked to the outside, brushed wheels with Dory. He drifted up the racetrack. Rogers will move into 2nd. Liebig runs 4th, DeMars 5th, and 6th. And Josh Rogers has spun out into the infield to bring out the yellow flag. Back underway. Everyone behaves themselves here with the cone. Dennis Liebig on the outside looking in. Lee is on the bubble. Lee having to check up from almost got into the back of Dory. DeMar is now challenging Liebig for 3rd. Lee looks to the inside for a moment, trying to take a peek inside of Dory. Now Lee's got to try to look around the outside, trying to get a run. Dory's still out front, but Brian Lee is trying to get outside of him. He does for him, but can't quite hold on. Can't hold the traction out of turn 2. Dory still leads. Liebig, DeMars, and Sam Wren all right there together. Lee with the roll on the outside. Brian Lee takes the lead on lap 7, but Dory fights back. Sam Wren gets to the inside of Justin DeMars. He takes 4th going to turn 3. Dory, Lee battling for the lead. Lee outright has it with 4 laps to go. They gotta be careful not to take themselves out. Again, just need to finish top 2 to go to the B main. Dennis Liebig's on the outside looking in. 3 laps to go. Sean Dory again challenging Lee for the lead. Lee got a little high. Dory to the inside, down the back straightaway, has to back off. Dennis Liebig is right there. Justin DeMars gets back by Sam Wren for 4th. Less than 2 laps to go. Oh, look out. Ashley Strain has spun out over in turn 2 right in front of your leaders. So bring out the yellow flag. He is your leader over Sean Dory with 2 laps to go. Dennis Liebig is on the outside looking in, looking to pass one more car. We're back underway. Justin DeMars battling with Liebig for 3rd. Dory took a peek for a moment to the inside of Lee. Lee gets way high, but still has the lead at the white flag. 1st or 5th, throw a blanket over him. Oh, Wren gets in the back of Liebig. Wren takes 4th. Down the back straightaway to turn 3 for the last time. Dory tries to look to the inside of Lee. Not gonna get it there. And DeMars passes Dory for 2nd at the line. Brian Lee wins B main number 1. Wren spun out in turn 4. He was running about 4th or 5th. Brian Lee wins it, and Justin DeMars gets Sean Dory at the line for the 2nd and final transfer spot. Heartbreak City for Sean Dory, and Justin DeMars is moving on to tonight's A main. Brian Lee, 9 cars set to go, 12 laps. Again, 2 will move on. Henry Brune front row. B main 2 is underway. Jonathan Henry got a lead lap number 1 over Tanner Kerr, Fisher, Brune, Kraus, and Martinez. Martinez got his work cut out for him if he's gonna make the feature tonight. Moves into 5th over Kraus. Ryan Martinez trying to use the outside of the track. Gets around Brune. Guy Williams spins it around, keeps it going. We stay green. Ryan Martinez up to 4th, going after Fisher for 3rd. Fisher, meanwhile, going after Tanner Kerr for 2nd. Oh, look out, Brune spins into the infield here. And yellow flag is going to come out. Not too many issues here. Jonathan Henry, your leader. 4 down, 8 to go. Tanner Kerr is on the bubble. Ryan Martinez on the outside looking for a transfer spot. Martinez looks to the outside of Kerr. Martinez is gonna take 2nd. Ryan Martinez from the back to a transfer spot in 5 laps. And now the last 2 pocket change race winners are running 1-2 in this 2nd B main. Oh, Martinez got into the loose stuff a little bit. Tanner Kerr's gonna try and take advantage here, cannot do it. Martinez still has that 2nd spot halfway through, 6 down, 6 to go. Jonathan Henry half straightaway lead over Ryan Martinez, and now has put a little bit of distance again between himself and Tanner Kerr. Kerr has his hands full with Tegan Fisher. Tegan Fisher to the inside of Kerr. Going to turn 3, she's gonna take the spot. Might have had a little bit of contact there, but looks like no harm, no foul. Fisher moves to 3rd, now she is 1 spot out of a transfer. Could use a yellow flag here with just a couple of laps remaining. This time by, coming out of turn 4, Jonathan Henry will see the white flag. One more time around, Ryan Martinez looking to secure his place in tonight's feature. Out of 3, out of 4, Jonathan Henry will win B main number 2. Martinez 2nd. Fisher will be an alternate. Kerr takes 4th, Gord Crow will be 5th, followed by Brune, Robustelli, and Williams. Danny Wagner, in his first visit to Sunset Speedway, both of them first-time visitors, will lead the way, batten down the hatches, and hold on, folks, here we go. Brown leads Wagner down the back straightaway. Winter with a run to get by Peters for 3rd, going to turn 3. Oh, we got cars getting together over in turns 3 and 4. Kyle Frelick is in a rather precarious position here, so they will throw the red flag. Pair of hot shoes from California. Brown and Wagner out front. We'll try this again, we're underway. Darren Brown, using the bottom of the racetrack, is gonna lead lap number 1. Ryan Winter, sailing around the top, takes 2nd from Wagner. These two have raced each other a lot already since last Friday night. No, yellow flag comes out. No, we gotta stay green. Lester almost threw the yellow, but pulls it back. We stay green. Brown, Winter battling for the lead. Winter takes the lead outside, exiting turn 4. He leads lap number 3. Brister has spun out, got it to the infield, got it back going, so we stay green. Darren Brown has moved to the top of the racetrack. John Crispin moved into 4th. Sean Jones 5th. Jake Van Ortwig is on the move. Jake Van Ortwig battling to get into the top 5. Gets by John Crispin temporarily. He's battling with Crispin for 5th. He's got it. Jessica Swanson started 10th, is moving to 7th. She's looking for 6th, battling with Crispin down the back straightaway. Right behind Jake Van Ortwig, Spinky Grenner trying to get into the mix. Your top 3, hugging the top of the racetrack. 3rd place, Danny Wagner, half straightaway and more over. 4th place, Sean Jones. Swanson has gotten into 6th. She's going after Jake Van Ortwig for the 5th spot. Van Ortwig looking up top. Swanson hugging the bottom of the racetrack. Swanson's got by the bottom momentum for Van Ortwig on the top of the racetrack. Oh, Swanson climbs up the track a little bit. Crispin trying to challenge, gets into her a little bit, has to back off. Jake Van Ortwig holds on to 5th. Up front. Brown trying to slide her. Contact with Winter. Winter by a nose at the line. Throws a slide job over at 1 and 2. fights back, but Brister spins out again over in 3 and 4 to bring out the yellow flag. First 4 cars are from California. First Northwest car is Caboose Jake Van Ortwick in the 53, running in 5th. Lights are out. Still a ways to go, 8 down, 17 to go. We're not going away. Jake Van Ortwick challenging Jones for 4th. Can't make it work. Jones trying to dive in on Wagner. Van Ortwick gets by Jones for 4th. Jake Van Ortwick is on the move. He's going after Wagner for 3rd. Van Ortwick can't make it work on Wagner. Jones fights back. Wagner bites the cushion a little bit, but holds on to 3rd. Jones back to 4th. Sailing around the top of the racetrack. Winter still leads out front over Brown. Jake Van Ortwick to the inside of Sean Jones again, but Sean Jones still has that momentum off the top of the racetrack. Oh, trouble, Brown! Spins it around, hits the wall over in turn number 4. Peters, Jonathan Henry, and Brandon Wiley. Green flag back out, we're back underway. Sean Jones tried to make a move on Wagner, could not make it work. Wagner trying to find some way to catch up to Ryan Winter. Jake Van Ortwick still working the bottom of the racetrack. Jones got the momentum up the top there. Van Ortwick got the bite on the bump. Jones has the momentum on the top here. Jake Van Ortwick trying to go a little bit higher this time, see if the middle will work. It does not work. Jones holds on to 3rd. Swanson right behind. Swanson bites the cushion a little bit. Oh, she manages to save it. Holds on to 5th for the moment here. But the rest of the field catches up. There a huge gap between your top 4 and the rest of the field right now. Jonathan Henry on the move out of the B main. He is up to 6th now. Oh, Jake Van Ortwick gets by Sean Jones down the back straight looking for 3rd. Has it, but Jones gonna try the top again. Does he have the run again on the top? He does. Sean Jones holding on to 3rd. Meanwhile, Ryan Winter is starting to pull away from everybody. Wagner starting to fade from Winter. Sean Jones settled into 3rd ahead of Jake Van Ortwick. Swanson continues to run 5th. Brian Lee, who won B main number 1, has worked his way into the top 10. Brian Lee was 9th last time around. This time around, he has moved up to 7th. Brian Lee is on the move. Your B main winners are now running 6th and 7th. Justin DeMars has worked his way into the top 10 out of one of the B mains. But Brinster gets back by for the spot unofficially here with 6 laps to go, 5 laps to go now. For Ryan Winter looking to win for the 2nd night in a row. And Jones has gotten by Wagner for 2nd. Oh, Wagner turns it sideways. Keeps it going. Manages to hold on for 3rd. Van Ortwick dives to the inside over in 3 and 4. Wagner still got the run on the top here. Holds on to 3rd. 3 laps to go. Ryan Winter looking for another win. He's got a straightaway over Sean Jones. Sean Jones would love a yellow flag right now, but time is running out. Sean Jones looking to finish 2nd for the 3rd straight night. clear track still for a little bit for Ryan Winter. Enters turn 3. Coming out of turn 4, Lester Hankins will show him the white flag one more time around. Oh, Wagner gets loose. Van Ortwijk to 3rd. Coming out of turn 4 for the white flag. Meanwhile, up front, coming out of 3, out of 4. 2 nights in a row for Ryan Winter. Sean Jones 2nd for a 3rd straight night. Van Ortwijk gets a podium finish representing the Northwest. Wagner 4th. Jessica Swanson a great 5th place run. Jonathan Henry out of the B main to finish 6th. Brandon Wiley, his teammate, is 7th. Brinster, Jimmy Brinster is 8th. Brian Lee out of the B main to finish 9th. Justin DeMars out of the B main to finish 10th. Race fans, let them hear you. In his first visit to Sunset Speedway, the Galt, California driver wins his 2nd straight here at Northwest Week of Speed. Loved racing at Cottage Grove, said he was sad about leaving it, was wondering about this place. I imagine he's gonna like this place now. Wins in his first visit to Sunset Speedway. Race fans, let him hear ya. Ryan Winter here from Galt, California. 3 wins on his trip here to the Northwest, matching Darren Brown. We're gonna keep an eye on those 2 cars here the rest of the week. We're gonna go down and talk with your winner and also your ISCS winner as well. Let's have a word with Ryan Winter. First time visit, he wins here. Well done again. Your 2nd win of the 2nd annual Northwest Week of Speed for the Dwarf cars, and on your trip to the Northwest, your 3 wins now. You're having a pretty good time up here in Oregon right now.
Oh yeah, I really like Cottage Grove, but when this track went to the top on the wall, oh man, that was just so much fun. I was a little too tight, but I just had to rail it in, and if I lifted, I'd have to slam on the brakes. I was just worried that Sean Jones and Darren were coming for me, but it worked out. I took another win, so I'm really happy.
All right, now you've been to a lot of tracks down in California, your home state. You've traveled around a little bit. Is there any track down in California that might remind you of Sunset Speedway? This is a little bit smaller of the tracks around here in the Northwest. Is there a comparable track in California?
Yeah, this reminds me a lot of Placerville Speedway. Right up on the, well, there's no wall there, but right up on the cushion and just send it. So this track resembles Placerville, and I love that track and this track.
All right, you're going home after Friday night here, but tomorrow is the points finale for Speedweek here. Looking to wrap up a championship here. Looking forward to racing at Grays Harbor Raceway tomorrow.
Oh yeah, it should be fun. I don't know where Darren finished, but I had to gain a little bit of points on him, so it should be another new track. Should be fun, and running for the championship in Speedweek is going to be great.
All right, sounds good. Ryan Winter, 2 wins this week, 3 overall on his trip to the Northwest. Ben Deatherich, it's all yours.